Hi there, everybody. My name is Charles Morgan. I'm the editor of CoinWeek, and I'm here today to talk to you about the three types of 1972 Eisenhower dollar. In 1972, the Eisenhower dollar saw its second year of production. As was the case in 1971, the Ike was struck in copper-nickel clad for circulation at the mints at Philadelphia and Denver, and in silver-clad collector's versions at the San Francisco Mint. As is often the case with new coinage, a number of subtle adjustments was undertaken in the first 12 to 18 months of the coin's production. The Red Book now notes the existence of two types of 1971D Ike Dollar, the common reverse and the so-called friendly eagle. We also know, through the existence of prototype silver-clad Ike Dollars, that the Mint was experimenting with different designs in early 1971. By 1972, things were still not entirely settled. Chief engraver of the Mint and Eisenhower dollar designer Frank Gasparo continued to make adjustments to the coin, even as it was in regular production. The first whiff of this was discovered in March of 1972 by numismatist Herbert P. Hicks. Hicks noted that a number of 1972 dated coins that he had received from his local bank were struck using 1971S reverse dies. He chronicled his discovery in an April 1974 article in the Numismatist titled Eisenhower Dollar Varieties. In the article, the observant Hicks noted a number of differences between the Type 1 and what we now know as the Type 2 reverse. Many of the differences Hicks detailed he himself chalked up to possible die polishing, but one notable difference has come to serve as the key pickup point for collectors looking to cherry-pick a potentially valuable Ike dollar from dealer inventories. That difference, an incused depiction of the Caribbean islands, stands in stark contrast to the Type 1 reverse, which features raised islands. When you look at the two designs side by side in close-up, you can't help but notice this detailed difference. Also, notice the difference in the shape of the Floridian Peninsula. The shape of this feature differs on all three Eisenhower dollar types of 1972. I'll get to the Type 1 and Type 3 diagnostics in a moment. The publication of Hicks' article may have put the hobby on notice of the existence of this new Eisenhower dollar variety, but it did little to settle the question: what was the reason for its existence? To find out why, Hicks reached out to the Mint for comment and received the simple but probably inaccurate explanation that the proof dies were accidentally sent to the coining room at Philadelphia. What the Mint wasn't saying, at least not publicly, was that the large format copper-nickel clad coin was difficult to strike, and that changes were being made to the hubs and the die steel to fix these problems. In August 1972, Mint Director Mary Brooks spoke to a crowd gathered at the American Numismatic Association's annual convention in New Orleans and announced that the Mint had modified the design of the Ike dollar mid-year in order to, quote, take advantage of a technological advancement in die steels, and that the new version would have, quote, the identical design and relief of the proof dollars. That coin arrived in the closing months of 1972. It was, as Brooks described, a new version. It was not, however, identical to the proof dollars. Lo and behold, the third type of 1972 Eisenhower dollar had arrived. The Type 3 shows several design modifications. For starters, the furrows on Eisenhower's neck and hair details are stronger. Slight changes were made to the R in Liberty, a key stress point for the dies, which required constant repair and polishing, leading to the creation of the series mini peg legs. The Type 3 reverse did share some similarities to the proof design, such as increased detail in the stars and a ruffle effect on the eagle's breast. The Earth's details were also refined. Gone was the incuse island formation. In its place, a modified cluster of islands. The peninsula of Florida also saw a more accurate representation of its coastal shape. In terms of scarcity, the Type 1 and Type 3 Eisenhower dollars are common coins, easily found at your local coin shop. Most dealers have not sufficiently studied the coin enough to tell the difference between the two designs, however. The Type 2 is much more scarce and valuable, and because of this, it is getting increasingly difficult to cherry-pick these in the wild. All three of these coins carry substantial premiums in certified grades of MS65 and MS66. MS66 is the top grade for all three varieties, and quality coins in these grades would likely bring thousands of dollars if offered in the market. I hope this video has helped you understand the differences between the three types of 1972 Ike Dollar, and I thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our CoinWeek YouTube channel for our comprehensive coverage of all things numismatic, and be sure to check out CoinWeek.com, the web's largest and most award-winning free source of numismatic features, news, and information. I'm CoinWeek editor Charles Morgan, signing off. Happy collecting.